Well, hello my lovelies. How's everyone doing? I'm just having a sip of water because I have 3 videos to film today. So if you haven't been here before, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and I'm so glad to have you here. Every one of you. Have every one of you here. Yeah. I'm a little in a funky mood because don't know if you can tell with these lights and my skin covered up, but my skin has been through hell the last 4 days, let me tell you. So in my Sephora haul, let me get my nose ring right because it's just like not in the right spot. Anyway, okay. I've been trying some skincare samples I got in my Sephora bag, and yeah, my skin was like, what in the heck are you doing? And it did not like it at all. I had an explosion. I have what's like, it's not cystic acne or anything like that. I just have cysts. And I have milia that I get from certain type of skincare products. I get it from anything with heavy coconut oil or anything with avocado oil. So I used to get them really bad. That's how I found out that's when I found out I had an allergy to avocado oil, was when I was using the Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream as a primer, which was the best primer in the whole world. I never had makeup application and my skin had never been better until I started getting these milia really bad, like up through here and around here. And then I found out after a process of elimination that it was indeed the Moonshine Miracle Cream causing it, and it was the avocado. Like, I kind of took out some other products I was using had avocado in it. Long story short, oh my god, I can't speak. That's what it was. So anyway, I also noticed that if I use products that have a lot of coconut oil, like if it's one of the top ingredients, that has issues with me. So I started developing these little cysts. I've had one here, like I got bit by a dog in the face years ago, and it put like, I guess, something under my skin. I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but it didn't happen until afterwards. But I have a cyst that forms here, but luckily, knock on wood, it hasn't formed in quite a while. But I have one that's like here, and then I have one that sometimes doubles here, and then one here. So anytime that I get like an excess amount of those kind of products in these spots, they inflame. So I woke up Saturday morning, I guess it was, and they started to like get bad, and I thought, nah, it'll be all right, it'll go away. No. Sunday morning, my face was on fire, let me tell you what. And I even have one that started here and one that was here, and I was like, oh my, I even have one over here. It's like, oh my god. So yesterday I had planned to do this video, which is a first impressions. It's not really, I always say review, but it's not really a review because I'm not really using it for a long period of time. So it's more or less a first impressions, an honest first impression of what I think about the product of the day that I'm using it. And it's for this palette right here. And I have so many other palettes I have to review, but since Juvia's Place has my heart, I have to review this as soon as I get it in, or check it out as soon as I get it in. So I've had it for about a week now. I've been wanting to do this video, and I was going to do it yesterday, but my skin was just too bad. I could not put anything on it. So I waited till today, and my skin is a lot better today. Now it's starting to scab over. Now it's all scabs. I use the little pimple patches, which works wonders. It actually pulls that stuff out of these little cyst areas I get. So now these are all scabs, so I have no active areas. So anyway, long story, took what, 3 minutes for me to talk about. I want to talk about this beautiful palette right here. Can we just talk about the glory? Yay! Ah, I don't have the sound effects in my videos, but look at that. Gorgeous or what? Gorgeous. There are some pressed glitters in here, which are these 3 colors right here, here, and here. If you've watched me before, you know that I am allergic to glitters. I'm not sure if I'll be able to try those products or not. And I apologize for my funky hair. I did thin it the other day because I couldn't take it anymore, but it's still really bad. It just decided not to show up for the video. And to let you know, let me back up a little bit, because you know what? I've made comments before we even talk about this palette, and you know, if you're here and you're thinking, is she ever going to talk about the palette? Yes, but I want to say something to you guys. When I started this channel to talk to you guys about my cancer journey, and then it became sitting and talking to you while putting makeup on, which kind of evolved like last winter. My husband got me this beautiful vanity and really started supporting my makeup habit, I guess you'd say, that I've had for a long time, but he really started helping me further this journey that I'm on. He bought me this camera, he bought me the lighting setup, he put these little lights around my vanity that I have because I have like a trifold mirror in front of me. He did all this for me because he knew this is something I wanted to do. And he knew that with my social anxiety disorder, This helps me immensely. Like, you just do not know how much this helps me. It's calmed me. It's actually helped me with my anorexia. I have gained 7 pounds since I started talking to you guys a few months ago. And I was really, really, really low in weight, to the point they were going to put me in an eating disorder clinic that's 4.5 hours away from me. And I was fighting it tooth and nail. I was literally knocking on the door of being put in this institution, or not institution is a bad word for it, but an eating disorder clinic. And I was literally, they told me that I could die. That's how bad it was. And this channel has helped me through that. And now I'm eating better. I'm still not happy about my weight, but I'm accepting it. So this channel has helped me through that. It's helped me overcome so many things, guys. And I had someone comment in one of my videos. It wasn't a mean comment. It just was saying, if you want to get through the video, here's some timestamps to get through it, because she doesn't even open the box at this point. And at first it was like, maybe I do talk too much in my video, because some of my videos are really long, and I know that, and I recognize that. So I made a comment in like the last 3 or 4 videos that maybe I need to speed my videos up some. And I had so many of you guys reach out to me, not just in my comments, but actually reach out and message me, telling me that it's okay for me to talk a lot, because it helps me. And it helps a lot of you guys. So if I want to talk, by all means talk. So you know what I've decided to do? What I've decided to do to kind of make me happy and a lot of you guys out there happy, I'm kind of going to do a double fold thing. What I've decided to do is, when I do unboxings, because I have my Allure box over here to do, I think what I'm going to do is, when I do unboxings, a lot of people watch videos just to kind of see what's in the boxes. They really don't want to hear people yapping and carrying on. I think what I'm going to do is, when I do unboxings, I am going to make those videos a little quicker. I'm not going to go into a bunch of spiel about me. I'm going to still talk, but I don't think I'm going to be as long in the videos as what those videos usually are. But I think when I do things like palette reviews or first impressions, whatever you want to call them, or when I talk just to talk, then those videos will be a little longer, because that's when I want to talk to you guys about things going on. But I think the unboxings, I'm going to try to make those a little quicker, because a lot of people aren't here as subscribers. A lot of those just are kind of bouncers that bounce through videos just to kind of see what people get in their boxes, if that makes any sense to you guys. So let me know what you guys think about that. I wanted myself to be happy, because that's the most important thing, is I want this for my mental health. But I also want to make you guys happy as well, because you guys are the reason I'm here. I do this for you guys too. So I want to kind of make this a place where everyone, dog hair, where everyone can enjoy my channel. So I want to kind of make it enjoyable for everybody. I don't know how else to say it. And I've been thinking about this a lot, and it has a lot to do with my cystic problems too, because when I get nervous or anxious, it causes it to flare up. And I think over the weekend I was really thinking about it. So I took the weekend off and didn't do any videotaping, and I was really thinking about, like, how can I make this channel beneficial to everyone, but still make myself happy? Because in the long run, guys, this channel is here for my mental health, and for me to be able to for my mental health. I mean, it's plain and simple. And to be able to help people through their journeys in their life. That's why I started the channel. That's why I'm here. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it plays out, because I still have a habit of, even when I do unboxings, I still have a habit of yapping about stuff. And of course, if I get in these unboxings and something spurs something, like if I open something and either something's hits me the wrong way or the right way, I sometimes go off on a tangent about stuff. And if that's what happens, hey, that's what happens. So today, I'm done with that. Let's go on to something else. Today is my husband and I's 22nd wedding anniversary. The way we met was, my parents knew each other for years and years and years and years. And they tried to get us together for years, but we were like total opposites, like polar opposites. I was north and he was south, or vice versa. I don't even know. But we were complete opposites. But we got together, and February 10th we met. February 14th was our first date, and we got married May 19th. That's how quick it happened. A month and a half later, we were pregnant with my son. The doctor said it couldn't be done, but it was. They literally told me, you have endometriosis really bad, after having my first son, and they said, we don't know if you can get pregnant again, so you might want to go off the pill the day you get married, because it might not happen. If it does, it'll take you at least a year. I was pregnant a month and a half later. So that's what happened. We had a whirlwind romance that just happened really quick. I knew from the day that I looked into his eyes. I just knew. And I had just come off a relationship that I thought was the one, and it wasn't. So when I met Mike, it was like, this, no. I'm not ready for a relationship. but it just like just was. So to celebrate our 19th wedding anniversary, I'm gonna be doing a surprise giveaway. I've talked about this. So after I film this video, I am going to film that video. I'm not going to put it into this video because it's a special surprise, but I just want to let you guys know. You're going to see that video before you see this one anyway. So, you know, if you're watching this video prior, I'm loading the same day, but if you're watching this video before that one, make sure you look for that video. Okay, anyway, let's get on to this. I am going to talk about this. I'm going to put my glasses on because each Juvia's place has a special story that goes along with it. So I'm going to talk about the story of the Wahala palette. I think that's how you pronounce it. It means drama. Okay, it says Wahala by Juvia's. Wahala, because it actually tells you right there, is a Nigerian word, a translation for drama, trouble, and intensity. Often used as a word in slang is not in Nigerian Pidgin. Pidgin English. Our drama palette is a powerful selection of contrasting colors which exemplifies our inner struggles and beliefs, defending and owning your beauty in an artistic way, regardless of societal normals and standards. Our definition of a rainbow palette in its most beautiful, authentic, and dramatic form. And it has 5 pressed pigments. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 eyeshadows, 1 glitter, and then there's 3 more glitters, but like they have different formulas in them. They are cruelty-free, designed and formulated in the United States, manufactured in People's Republic of China. And then it says pressed pigment palette with a net weight of 35.4 grams, 1.25 ounces, 24-month once you open it usage. So the shade names are BU, Stand Up, Fighter, Fire. Some of these are hard to read. I did this in my little Instagram video. Power, Unafraid, Pride, Gossip, Rumors, Yanga, Envy, Sis, Oversabi, Unsilenced, Love, Woke, Unshook, Pepper Body or Bodhi, Busybody, and Clout. So I'm going to swatch each one of these for you, and what I'm going to do is you'll see me break away like in the video. Will be a little clip because I'm just going to do this in my time here. And it just goes bam all the way down. This is the one. This is Pride. As you can tell, it really did not show up well on me. That's the press glitter. All right. This is the second, or the last 2 rows, and I started it here with this color right here, Envy, which didn't show up too well, so I don't know how it's going to show up on the eyes. And these are the pressed glitters. This glitter here I had to actually go in a couple times to get it off, but this one came on really well. And it's a very smooth glitter. This one's a very rough glitter, but this one's really smooth. I may be able to use that on my eyes, I'm not sure. And like over here, this one here, it actually, if you look at it, watch what it does. It rubs off. So that one I definitely will not be able to use, because that's what happens is I try to use them and they go in my eyes. All right. So I'm going to get this cleaned off and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back, and look, it actually came off really easily. Usually with glitters, they kind of stick and they go everywhere. And I did try, I went back and I used like these little glitter putter oneer things, I don't know, applicators. I used 3 different ones, and I like try to use them and put them on my hands, and it would not go on at all. So I'm not going to try the glitters. I was going to, but I'm not going to chance it. I think it's just going to be a bad idea. So I'm not really sure. I thought I was going to try them, but I can't. I'm too chicken to try them. So if you did not see my YouTube or my Instagram video, what I did yesterday was I went and I reorganized all of my drawers, my makeup brush holders. And since I'm not going to be able to take my camera off and show you, I want to show you what I did. These are all of my motor brushes. These are just all the different series of motor brushes I have. These are my Juno brushes, and there's both collections of the Juno brushes. So you'll see me use all these if I'm showing them to you. These are my Juvia's Place and my Sigma brushes, and one of the division of Sigma, it's called Pentax, I think. These are just odds and end brushes. I have a couple Morphe brushes. I have some, what do they call, Omnia brushes, and Royal and Lang nickel, and then these other ones that I got in my Ipsy or BoxyCharm or something. It's got a C on it, but I cannot remember the name of it. Just to see something. And then I have all my bling brushes, which are heavy. These are all bling brushes, and I've got all 3 series in there. So those are the brushes I use in my videos. So I just wanted to show you guys that, so you'll see as I pick them up what I'm using. So, and I have my Juno mirror in front of me that has a magnifying mirror attached to it, and it has lights, but I won't turn the lights on because I got enough lights here. All right, in this video, I'm doing a lot of talking. And my giveaway videos will be short and sweet. All right, I don't really know. I got purple on, and that Pride color, since that Pride color doesn't show up very well, I'm thinking about putting that all over my eyes. Because it doesn't show up, I'm thinking maybe that might be a good way to start. And I do have my P. Louise base already laid down. And I use 3 different colors, but here for the last 3 months, I think I've been using the 05. But I do have Room Mirror 1 and 2 as well, but I've just been using the 05. And I do have, I have the Beaky brushes, but I only have like 3 or 4 of them that I actually use. And I'm giving the rest away in my giveaway this month that I have. But I did lay my base down. Okay. So let's see what Pride looks like all over. Sometimes they do show up better when you do have a base down. And one of the really good reasons to wear a base, an eyeshadow base, is not just for the color payoff, but also it does help prevent any staining, especially when you use a lot of bright colors like pinks and things like that. When you use an eyeshadow primer, it helps with that. So that way you don't get the staining on your eyes. Because with pressed shadows, with pressed pigments, they do have a tendency to stain your eyes. Just to let you know. Okay, it does show up when I put it on with this base. That's a good thing. Because I can't say I don't, but I usually do not powder. I don't set my primers because I have a tendency to notice that when I do that, my shadows don't perform as well. I tried that last week, before last, and my shadows did not perform well at all. Plus I have very wrinkled eyes, so it just made it worse. Very wrinkly eyelids. Fun thing about getting older, and my hooded eyes have gotten a lot worse, I've noticed here in the last few months. And it's possibly that I'm having more mini strokes, I'm not sure, because when I do have them, that my hooded eyes get worse, and I don't know if that's what's happening. So this is going to act as like powdering it, I guess, or setting it, whatever. Alright, so that color's really pretty. It's just a nice base to have down. And I do take whatever brushes that I'm using, I do keep them to the side for 2 reasons. And I got this from my daughter. Isn't it pretty? I got that for Mother's Day. It's a Rae Dunn. I keep them to the side. That way, number 1, I know what brushes I use, and number 2, I go through with my my Juvia, my Juno, you know, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Color switch and clean them off before I put them away. And this video is all over the place. I'm sorry, guys. See what happens when I take a couple of days off? I've been talking about these blenders for a while, but these blenders, guys, these are from Blend My Face, and I want to tell you why I like these so much. They actually, when you dampen them, they are so soft, number 1, because they're microfiber, and number 2, I only had to use 3 tiny pumps of my, I use, where's my base? Oh, there it is. My YSL, and this is very expensive. This is $54, but I got it on sale 20% off. But I don't want to use a bunch of this with that price. So using this blender and only having to use 3 tiny, it's not even a full pump. I use 3 tiny pumps. I am talking, you probably can't see it now, but do you see, it's not even these colors, because these were my, what do you call it? My, when I cut my thing out. Do you see this little spot right there? That little tiny round circle? That's how little the circle was. That's all I had to use with this blender. My Juno blenders are amazing as well, but for some reason I use less with these. Now my Juno, I use these for underneath my eyes, and they are amazing for underneath the eyes. I'm hoping they come out with some too. I just wanted to put that out there because I know you guys have been asking about which blenders and stuff I use, and that's which blenders I use. All right, so I want to go in. Usually I do this part first, but I think I wanted to do that part last today. And I want to go in with one of my my Modas, I think. Yeah, I'm using Moda for this. And I've really come to really love these Modas. Like, really love them. I just ordered some more yesterday. I know. I have a thing about brushes. They had a sale for 30% off. They may still be having it. You might want to check the Royal and Lang Nickel site out. But I just got some more yesterday because their brushes are just amazing. They really, really are. I think I want to try this color right here. And see what it looks like, because it didn't have a lot of color play off on my arm. And I want to try to put that right beside, like right in the middle, and see what it looks like. Okay, that's stunning. That is stunning. Wow, that is stunning. Let's see, that's what I'm saying. When you do a swatch on your arm, the color is different on your arm, number one. And number two, if you don't have a base on your arm, it's going to be different. Okay, I'm gonna scoot in a little bit, and I'm going to push my mirror up some so that I can see a little better. I'm not looking down, so that way you guys can see better. Plus my back's really hurting for some reason. Can you guys see that? Now it is, I notice as I'm rubbing, because I don't like rub, I pat, but as I'm doing it, I do notice that it's kind of blending away. So you're gonna have to build the color. And if you see me before, you know that I don't go in heavy-handed, I go in light-handed and just build from there because I don't want fallout. But Juvia's Place barely has any fallout. Usually. So I don't go in heavy-handed. Because since I have to draw my eyebrows on, I don't do my base after. I do my base first. This color is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm going to put that in my inner corners with my finger. It's got a little bit of glitter to it. It's not supposed to be a glitter color. It's not supposed to be a glitter color, but it does have some, it even feels kind of scratchy like a glitter. It's not as smooth as the other ones. So hopefully I won't have a reaction to this one. But it's kind of nice though, because it's like having glitter without having glitter. As long as I don't have a reaction to it, we'll be okay. I've never had a reaction to any Juvia's Place, so hopefully I won't. This palette's been a long time in the making. It was supposed to come out in November, and it did not. So I was very excited. When I got that email and it said the Wahala palette was out, I ordered it that minute, and I got it just like 3 days later, 4 days later. I mean, it was amazing how quickly it came. Usually it takes me about a week to get anything from Juvia's Place. And she's literally like 2 states above me, something like that, 3 states above me. And then West Virginia, she's in New Jersey. So how many states that is above me? I don't even pay attention. Not very many. Hard to believe I was good in geography at one time. Not anymore. Alright, and then I'm going to use this little tiny brush, if I can find it. This little tiny brush right there. And I'm going to use this color right here. I'm going to see what it does just like for an inner corner. Because I was going to use that here, but I changed my mind. And it's not really showing up very well on top of that purple. I have to play it up a little bit. It's more gold than I thought it was going to be. but not bad. Not bad. Okay. Now, I'm trying to figure out how many colors I want to use, because, you know, I like to use a lot of colors. This color here is interesting. I like that one. And that is the, I can't read. That's this one right here. I like the way that it's got that, like, I don't know. Yeah, I think I want to try that. That's really pretty. I'm not going to use my finger, but since I already have it on there, I'm not going to waste the product. I was going to use a different color, but you know, this one's really pretty, so I think I'm going to use that one. Let's see. Let me use one of my bling brushes for this one. I'm going to use this bling brush right here, and forgive me for not knowing the numbers on these things, and I should be telling you which ones I'm using so you guys will know. This is E14. This one here that I use for all over is E2, and then the two Modas I use, this is a Moda M19, and it is the, I forgot the name of the series. I just looked at them the other day too. And this other one is a Moda Studio brush. I don't think it has a number on it. No, it doesn't. Okay, the Moda Pros are my favorite ones. All right, let's see. Let's see what I can get this color to do, like right here. So, I want you guys to tell me, because we're getting ready to go into another segment on my video here, what are you guys doing now that things are starting to open back up? Is your state one of the ones that, well, I think I saw on the news where all the states are opening back up now. As of the end of this week, I think. There's some Milia. You can see them. My state, as of the 21st, I think is going to be open. But, like, restaurants are supposed to be, like, at 50% capacity. I think they're going to be doing, like, people have to be, like, 6 feet in between each table. I'm just wondering, like... Okay, this color's patchy. This color is very patchy when you use a brush. I'm just wondering, how are they gonna know? Like small restaurants. Like where I live, there's some like really small little family type restaurants, and there's barely 6 feet from one wall to the other. Not literally, but you know what I mean. So how are they gonna know if that restaurant is sticking to that? Like, unless somebody like turns them in or something. I mean, how are they gonna know? And I doubt people will do that. But how are they gonna know if that particular restaurant is following those rules? And like fast food, how are they going to know if somebody's at McDonald's not following the rules? I'm just curious about those things. I'm sure there'll be people out there that'll be like, oh no, you're not supposed to do that. And then like if wearing face masks, okay, there is fallout. I'm getting fallout with this one. It's really unusual for Juvia's place. You gotta take your face mask off to eat. So how does that work? I just don't know how that works. Because I know they had like the outside dining was first. That's what they did for a while. So, I don't know. It just has me a little worried. Obviously I'm not going anywhere for at least a month, because I'm even going to change my doctor's appointment if they'll let me. I have a doctor's appointment next week for my labs, and I'm going to message them and see if they'll let me go another couple of weeks, because I'm terrified. I'm sorry, I am. I know you're not supposed to live in fear, and Mike keeps telling me if it's your time, it's your time, and I understand that, but I don't want to add to it. And I know a lot of you probably are thinking, you know, I'm overreacting. But, you know, when you're told your white cells, like a month and a half ago, they were 2.3, which is extremely low. But they finally came up a little bit, but they're still really, really low. I mean, 2.7 is still low. So, yeah, I'm going to stop this and start again. Magic of technology. But when they're that low, you know, it's just... You know, and my brother's going through chemo treatments. I have a cousin going through chemo treatments, and I have a really close friend going through chemo treatments. So it really scares me that they're, you know, having to be out in this. And I just wonder, like, you know, I don't know. I just wonder how people are going to follow through with it as far as following the rules. And how they're going to enforce those rules to make everything safe again so that we don't have this repeat of this happening. Well, they say that we're supposed to have like a repeat of it again, like in fall, because, you know, people will start getting sick again, and if we don't do something about it before it happens, then you know, it's going to all start again. And my thought process is we're going to get too lax, because the temperatures are going to get better, and they're going to think, oh yeah, we're going to forget. You know what I mean? We're going to forget that it's happening, because during the fall and winter, we're not out much anyway, so we don't really think about it. But now that the temperatures are getting nice and everybody's like starting to do stuff again, are we going to start like forgetting that we've gone through all this? I mean, I don't know. This is a Moda. It says brow, but I use it for underneath my eyes. I'm just going to take this color right here, and I'm going to go underneath. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Or am I confusing what I'm saying, or am I making sense? And my son's the same way. Jacob's the same way. He's like, people are just doing things too soon. They're opening too soon. I mean, he's the one that told me, like, you know, we're not going to go anywhere for a month. We're not getting our haircuts. He doesn't want to go to the doctor. He doesn't want to do anything. He had a doctor's appointment today to have blood work done, and he canceled it. He said, I'm not going. And I told him, you know, I think he's safe in saying that, you know, he shouldn't be going. I agree with that. All right, I'm using another one. This is Moda Studio, and it's a very small one. My bling brushes, I have one of these for that too. Actually, it's like really close, but this one's a little skinnier than my bling brush one. And I'm going to put this brighter pink right there. Anyway, you're probably not here to have me talk about the virus. It just has me concerned with everything opening back up. Because I know Mike doesn't wear a mask when he goes out. Because he said for him, things really haven't changed. You know, he still has to go to work every day. He still has to do the normal stuff he did before. So he really doesn't see the difference. So, and when he said when he goes out, because like he does do things, like when he went to go to the grocery store the other day, and he said it was completely packed. So he didn't go in. He said, no, I'm not going to go in. And then he was going to go to Lowe's to get a few things for the yard, and he said no. He said it was completely packed, so he didn't go in. You know, so he went to a small business here, which is a better thing in my opinion. You know, support your small businesses. And that's what he did. But he said nobody's wearing masks. So if they're not wearing them now, no, just saying. Just saying. So you guys that are in my area, you know who you are. You're in my area. Are you, if you're out and about, you know, if you're doing your normal tasks that you have to do, are you seeing people wear masks? Because I want to know. I'm not, you know, I'm not out there, so I don't know. I'm not going to be out there. So I'm just curious whether or not people are wearing their masks. If you're out there, if you're getting your hair done, are people wearing masks in the salons? Are they, you know, they doing the protocol with making people wait in their cars? Stuff like that. You know, are they following those rules they're supposed to be following? You know, I'm just curious. This is one of my Junos. This is a brand new one. I just took out the package, so it doesn't have anything on it. It's ESO 8. And I'm just curious what this will look like. I want to use this one. It's like it shifts. It's a color shifter. See how it looks different? Like when I put it on my finger, it's like green and purple, and it's really pretty. See the way it changes colors? And I'm just going to put it like on this brush because I'm just curious what it looks like. Right here in the corner. But anyway, I'm curious what's going on in your neck of the woods. So just Let me know. I'm curious. And are you excited about things opening back up? I know a lot of you guys have lost your jobs. So are you guys going back to work as normal, or are you still going to have to wait? Or the kind of jobs do you have? Are they jobs that are opening back up? Or some companies, you know, still waiting to open? Just let me know. It's kind of glittery too, isn't it? So far, I like the palette. It does have its issues. I had to pack this color on pretty deep because it was a little patchy, and it's still patchy. It does blend away. I think it's better to pat than to try to blend. The longer these two colors sit on my eyes, the longer that it seems to, that this color dissipates. So I'm not sure what the lasting quality will be like. So I think I need to put a bit more on there. And then this gold color, I'm going to put that up here as well. And we'll see what it looks like up here. These are very sparkly. There's only a few mattes. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 mattes. That's a lot of mattes, but not, there's like, what, 2 lighter color mattes. All the rest are darker color mattes. Which is fine with me. I like my shimmers. But, you know, the last few looks I've done without shimmers, and I really like them. I got a couple sores here on my eye, too. Like right into my eyebrows. This one here was really sore yesterday. And it's really hard to cover with makeup. I mean, it's just crazy. I wanted to use other colors in this palette, but I don't know if they're going to look right. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to use like the oranges and stuff, but I don't think they're going to look right with what I have on. I think it's going to be too much craziness going on. And I do need to, I noticed like this one color I really need to buff out a little bit. Let me find a buffer. Because I've noticed like since I added extra one out there in the corner, it's a little much. When I look here, it looks different, but when I look up here, it looks different. It looks better here than when I look up there, so I'm not sure what it looks like when you're in. I don't know. I don't know. Let's try this. Let's try that. Oh, I want to tell you guys. So, if you saw my BoxyCharm video, you saw my Milk Makeup product was broken. It wouldn't twist up. So I messaged them, and then my Kat Von D liner that was supposed to be for a giveaway was broken. Well, they're replacing, they said they sent me an email, they would replace both of them. Well, I got an email from them today. They could not get the Milk Makeup replacement, which is sad because I really like that one. So I would have to dig it out of there somehow. But they couldn't get the Milk Makeup replacement. So they are crediting my account for the price, the value of that. But they are sending the Kat Von D as a, you know, as far as I know, unless something happens and they can't get that one either. So that will be in a giveaway. Just to let you guys know. Alright, I can't get that to look right. It's like really doing something weird in the corners there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this yellow. I got a little bit that I tried beforehand. I want to see what it's going to look like. I'm going to put that in my inner. Let's see what it looks like. And this is ColourPop. I don't know. I got pink out too, just in case it didn't work. You don't know what to do though. I'm going to put the pink just right here. See if I like that one better. I think I like that one better. But it looks good kind of mixed. No, that looks good. I like that. That looks pretty. All right, and let me tell you something, guys. The other day in my, what box was it? Was it my BoxyCharm or my Ipsy? One of them. I got this, this Blink, and it's a primer, a black primer. I used it the other day, like as mascara, and it worked really good, like really good. And then I got in, for my Sephora haul, I got in these 3 Pat McGrath lips. And let me show you, just in case you get it. Okay, this isn't one of them. It's these 2. Maybe not. That's not one of them. 2 of them fell out of the containers when I used them. I pushed them back down in there. They might, okay, they're back in there. But for some reason, they fell out yesterday. I don't know why. But I am going to be using them today. I'm going to use this dark color here on the outside of my lips, which is Flesh 3, and then I'm using the other 2 colors, which are Christy and Beautiful Stranger. So I'll be using both of those, and then I'll be using as a gloss, I'll be using this right here, which is the Joel Smith Beauty in the color Moonbeam Dream. So I'll be using those, so I'll have that on when I come back. And then I'm not sure the mascara yet. I am using the primer. I might try my my YSL. Might try that. I usually use my By Terry, but I might try my YSL. And then I'll be tight lining with my Charlotte Tilbury, which is what I do up here like this, because it saves lid space. Just gotta be careful not to poke your eye, which usually I do. And I do it again after I curl my lashes. But that works so much better than actually putting liner on. And I do put it in the corners. Anyway, I'm gonna go finish this because this video is like 45 minutes long already. Yeah. But you know, it'll be cut a little bit because I have to cut a couple things out because I was goofing off in the middle of the video. But yeah, and then I want to see what this looks like when I'm done, because it's not bad, but it's a little muddy. You know, that purple on the outside is a little muddy. So I don't know. I might be able to. I think I'm gonna put some highlighter in the corner. I think I'm gonna use my Goddess Glow from my Makeup Maniacs. I'm gonna put that in the inner corner because I'm not satisfied with that inner corner. It's just not blingy enough. So I'm gonna use this on the inner corner instead, because let's face it, I am the queen of highlights and gloss, and you know, yeah, we're just gonna do that because I need to dress that up a little bit. So we're gonna do that, and I want to finish this up, and I'll be right back, and I'll give you my final thoughts on what I think about this palette from first use. Be right back, guys. Okay, my lovelies, I have returned with my face completely done. I had to actually go in with my Ritzy Huda Beauty for my lips because this wasn't enough to make it pop because the colors ended up being really dark. And for my blush, I need to tell you a little story. Do you see this right here? This my son got for me, my son Jacob got for me for Mother's Day, and it came yesterday. And it opens up, and then it slides, if I don't break it, into all of this. And then this opens up. I've always wanted to try Amazon makeup, but never have. But I used these blushes in here, and that's where the blush color comes from. And then I went ahead because I needed something brighter up top. So I went in with, let's see if I can figure out which one it was. This color right here, this little baked shadow. And I used that like up top because I wanted something a little bit brighter. Just wanted to tell you. But I want to try this. Have you guys ever heard of Shani? I've never heard of it before. I mean, I think I've seen it, but I haven't seen like any reviews or anything like that on it. But I thought that was so sweet because he knows how much I love makeup. So he bought that for me for Mother's Day, and it came yesterday. Anyway, this palette. I'm going to bring you in and we'll talk. All right. And as far as mascara goes, I love that primer. I really do. You can use it as a mascara, which I used on the bottom. For my top lashes, I did try the YSL again, and it does volume, but it doesn't do length. So I did have to go back, because it clumps up my eyes. So I did have to go back with my By Terry, but I didn't curl my lashes afterwards like I usually do with my other curlers, so they're not very curled. But let me show you the eyes themselves. Okay. Okay. So, what do you think? Look at my lashes though. Oh my gosh. This stuff that I'm using, I use the Lash Conditioner from Grande Repair, and I use the Lash MD. Oh my god, guys. I've got lashes again after 2 years. I can't believe this, especially this one. I got a Rogue Lash. I had a Rogue Lash over here and I pulled it out because it was too long. But look at that one. Anyway, do I like it? Yes. Do you like it? Let me know. Is a favorite palette of mine from Juvia's Place? Unfortunately, no, it's not. And the reason is because, well, it has glitter in it, and I can't use the glitter, which I knew that when I bought the palette. This is what it looks like after I've messed with it some. There's not a lot of fallout, not a lot of kick up, which I've talked about that before. There was a little bit of fallout, as you saw, with that one color. But I really had to work on some of those colors. This color here, which is, what's the color name on that one? It is Unshook. Had me a bit unshaken, because I did have to really play with that color to get that color to lay, and it's a little muddy looking, and it kind of blends a little bit too much with the Unafraid color when you put it on, and you just kind of, I don't know. And then when I put in Envy along with Unafraid, it kind of just becomes all one color. But I still like it. I mean, I love Juvia's Place. I love the formulas of Juvia's Place, but this formula seems like it's a little different to me than the other formulas in all the other palettes. The other formulas in the other palettes, and by the way, this is starting to itch a tiny bit, but it just could be because my hair, when it starts to get long like this, when my bangs get long and they touch my eyelids, they itch. And I think it's just because I have hairspray and stuff on it. It might be that, but it's only itching right here, and that's where my bangs happen to be touching. So if I do have an itch later on, I'll update it in the comments. But I haven't played with all of the colors. I really want to try this one here, which is, I can't read it. Oh my god. Rumors. And I did put it, you know, like in the corner. But I do want to play with that one and see, you know, how that one acts on my eye. And I want to try those pinks and the reds and things like that. But it's just not... I thought with other colors, it would be like an all-for-one kind of palette. I thought if I had this palette, I probably wouldn't have to use like any other palettes if I went somewhere, as far as like her palettes, because her palettes, you know, are like... This reminds me of like the violets and the berries that she has. I don't know how to say this without being like hate on Juvia's Place, and I'm seeing something I goofed up on. Because you guys know how much I love my Juvia's Place. You know that. Juvia's Place has my heart. It's my favorite brand out there. I'm trying to think of how to say this. To me, it doesn't perform the way her other palettes do. The pigmentation, like they've said, other people have said the pigmentation doesn't seem as strong. And I think that's the same with this palette. I don't think it's as strong as her other palettes. I don't know whether she's changed the formulation or whether it's just the colors I just happen to use maybe didn't have the same pigmentation. Because if I go into these other colors here, I mean, the pigmentation's there. They are. So it just could be the colors that I've happened to pick to try today. And I mean, I'll use it again. Obviously, I will use it again. It's a Juvia's Place. I'll definitely use it again. But it's not going to rank up with some of the other ones that I did my rankings with. But it will still be in my top 5. No doubt. It will still be in my top 5 because I love it. I mean, there's so many different color options in here. It's just that it will limit me as far as there's beautiful, beautiful glitters that are stunning. If you can wear glitters, they're stunning. But I can't. So that's going to limit me with 3 colors that I cannot use in the palette. But I knew that. You know, I knew it when I bought it. So that's not a surprise. But some of the colors that I thought would play better didn't. So that's a little depressing. But this green, that is beautiful. So I can't wait to try that one because I think that's going to be be beautiful. And I want to try it again. I think what I want to do is after I get through some of these other palette battles I need to do, because I got 4, I think, down here that I want to battle the palettes. Once I get through those palette battles, I want to come on and do another look with this and give it another chance. Because my first impressions is not bad by any means, and I'm probably talking in circles right now, but it's not a bad first impressions. I mean, even I'm like sitting here swatching these colors because they're so beautiful. So it's not bad first impressions by any means. It's just I think what I chose to do look-wise probably might have not been the best choice. But we're purple today, and I was trying to kind of purple it up. I probably should have went with the oranges and the pinks because that's usually what I used to gravitate toward. But for some reason, I've been going toward purples more here lately. But I think next time I want to try those pinks and the oranges and play with them a little bit. But I'm going to definitely do it again. I definitely want to play with this again because I love Juvia's Place. So I definitely want to try it again. Am I giving it a 5? No. Unfortunately, I'm not going to give it a 5 because the colors really had to be worked with more than what I normally have to work with Juvia's Place. Usually with Juvia's Place, it's once on and done, and I do not have to play with it constantly to get the colors to play up as much as I did this time. So, that being said, I'll probably give it like a 3.5 because I love Juvia's Place. So, there's a lot of possibilities with this palette. There really, really is. I do wish that she would have put a lighter matte color in here. I mean, that Pride color, is it Pride? Yeah, it is a little lighter. I mean, so that's a good thing. It is a little bit lighter than what it is in the palette. And this one here, which is Overboard, right? No, Oversabi. Where did I get Overboard from? Is a little bit lighter. So probably like on the eye, it'll probably be a bit lighter. But I do wish she would have put some, like, maybe some lighter pinks. That would have worked on any color skin. I think that would have probably been a good thing. The good thing about this palette is the range of colors in there will probably work on any skin tone, so that's the good thing. That's what I love about her palettes. The way she does her colorizations is that they work on like any skin tones. They really, really will. And another good thing is that like this color right here that I used can be used as a highlighter, because I want to show you what. See what I mean? You can use them as highlighters because like in the past when I've had her palettes, I've actually used her palettes as highlighters. At one time when I was like, before I started branching out on my channel and trying these other brands, and before I went hog wild and bought more than 5 makeup brushes, and before I had 125 whatever palette numbers I have now, I had nothing but Juvia's Place. And I think I had my James Charles palette. I had my, I think I had 2 Jeffree Stars, because I had his original one when he first came out with his first ever palette, the Beauty Killer. And then I had 1 Urban Decay, which was like a really old one that I just had just to have it. I had some off-brands, and I had my couple Morphes, my Jaclyn Hill, and all Juvia's Place. That's all I had. So I did like all Juvia's Place all the time. And I would take my Juvia's Place, I am not joking when I say this, you can ask my husband. We went camping and I had this basket that big, and I took every single Juvia's Place palette we went camping. Every single one. Because I didn't know, and even just for a weekend, I took every single one because I never knew what I was going to take that weekend when I went. When I was, what I was going to wear. I just had to have every single Juvia's Place palette with me. That's how much I love Juvia's Place. And I would use her colors in those palettes for highlighting. I didn't have highlighters. You know, I had them, didn't use them. I used her highlighters, but I didn't have like all these other highlighter palettes. I didn't have the Jeffree Star highlighters. I didn't have my Glow Goddess. I just got that. So I didn't have all this. I didn't have any Ofras. I didn't have Manny's. I didn't have nothing. It was all Juvia's Place. So until I started branching out, I didn't have any other brands. I was all Juvia's Place. I was a Juvia's Place chick all the way. So I am glad I have this because it completes my collection, but it also gives me different options. And I'll probably take it with me to go camping because I take everything. But I'm trying to, for my channel, I'm trying to branch out and try other brands and bring other things to the table for you guys. So that way you guys can see other things. And yeah, I have a lot of palettes. And I'm not telling you, you have to go out and buy this palette. Right now it's out of stock, but they are going to be. I think it's a limited edition, so I'm not sure how many times she'll restock it. I'm not telling you to go out and buy a bunch of makeup. I'm really not. It's just something I do for me and also for you guys, because I want you guys to see the different brands that are out there. And I'm trying to buy more indie brands like Juvia's Place and like Makeup Maniacs and some other brands that are coming out. I'm trying to bring them into my channel so you guys can see that. So that being said, I need to go. I've got 2 other videos to film, and my husband's being so gracious. Like I said, he came home early and he told me just to go with this because I had it planned today and he wanted me to still do this for you guys. And he even brought home 2 movies and beautiful flowers for me. But anyway, I need to go. I need to get on with my day and get these videos loaded for you. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for allowing me to sit here and talk with you guys. I haven't been able to talk long in a video for my last few videos because I was just so self-conscious about me talking so much. So thank you for letting me do this. I really, really appreciate it. And you guys mean the world to me. Thank you for being here. If you like my videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you know when I come back. And I have a lot of videos planned. I just got to get them out, and maybe my skin will be better. I'm not going to put them other skincare things that I got. I've got more coming samples, and I'm going to be passing them on to you guys. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much. Take care of each other. Be good to each other. And I'll see you very soon. Bye, guys.